Hey guys, welcome back to another Starfield video. In this video we'll be discussing what is the best build for New Game Plus, right? So currently what I'm running here is a very well-rounded build, right? It'll help you with exploration, it'll help you with planet combat, and it'll also help you with space combat, right? And most of all, it's a lot of fun. Like, you get to experience everything the game has to offer. So without further ado, let's quickly go through and see what we have. So from social, I've only picked up one skill, and that's the wellness. Sure, there's some really good ones here, but nothing comes close to wellness, right? Having that 40% extra health, especially when you're playing on hard difficulty, could mean the difference between life and death, right? So that's what I would recommend you pick up from social, from physical. Next, social theft. It's okay. This will allow you to pickpocket. That's why I want to have one point in there. It's up to you whether you want to pickpocket or not. I use it for questing and that, but aside from that, it's not really that useful. Manipulation is perhaps the best skill in this skill tree, and the best part about it is you can get this for free via the Rujin quest line. So if you guys are going into New Game Plus, you've probably done Rujin already, and hopefully you've picked up the implant, which is called, I think, the internal neural lamp or whatever it's called. Anyway, so that's how you get that, right? So once again, not much here in social, but this is where it gets juicy, right? Your must-haves are particles. So this is your advanced big bangs and your Varun weapons. Really, really useful. Your lasers, which is your cutter, which I would recommend you always use, does a ton of damage. And other laser weapons such as Orion, which is also a very good weapon. And ballistics, right? And this will cover basically all the ballistics weapons. So these three are a must-have. If I was to only choose one, I'll probably go for particle here because I use advanced big bang constantly. But it's up to you guys, right? Then we have the rifle certification. Since I constantly use rifle, this is something I maxed out. Then we have marksmanship. This is good for the hit chance with non-automatic range weapons, and also like the what's it called? It gives you like critical hits, right? But I haven't maxed mine out yet. It's completely up to you whether you choose to go down that road. Reloading is a must. As you can see here, I don't have the last one unlocked. I think it's a bit of a waste, but first three are definitely good because you reload quicker, you dish out more damage quicker. Sniper, I've only got 2 in there because I've recently started using the snipers. Once again, it's not a must, but it's a good skill to have. And another really good one is the targeting, and this one will allow you essentially is so you can hit fire. But these three at the bottom are must-have, right? This is the most broken one, which decreases the armor and ignores 50% of target's armor. It just essentially turns them into like a sheet of paper. You just go straight through them. Then crippling. Crippling is good. So, as I'll demonstrate in this video, when you get to this like high end-game, high-level enemy battles, getting them down is really, really useful. You can just pounce on them. And last but not least, sharpshooting here. So, increase critical damage by 50% with headshots, no brainer. Increase critical damage to enemy legs by 50% range weapons. Once again, no brainer when you're spraying constantly, right? And also increase all critical damage to enemies by 50% with range weapons. Once again, no brainer, right? So really, really good skill tree here. I think majority of the people have it. Science, I'm not really spec'd into it. This is more so for like weapon modifications. Or what else do I have? It's honestly, it is, you can do without this. Like, I've done that without this for New Game Plus 10 now, and it's nothing really spectacular, right? So you can completely skip it. This here is probably the most important out of all the trees, and that's because with the combat, you basically be able to maneuver your way around, hide behind stuff, sneak, you know, shoot at them. But in space, you can't hide, right? You're out in the open. And if you're playing on high difficulty, you will get melted, right? So the most important one here is piloting. You want to unlock the Class C ships because they busted right out of the gate. So this should be a priority for you. Next, you want the boost pack. This will not only increase your survivability in fights, but also increase your traversing speed. It's really, really good for like dashing forward. I really like this skill. I'll highly recommend it. And then you have security. So I do like this because it essentially allows you to unlock anything. I didn't spec into the last one. Master is all you need here, right? So you can get those master locks. Then shield system, invaluable. Like if you're gonna clear endgame content really early on and ships can feel really squishy, this will definitely boost your survivability by a ton. Right, next, particle beam. This is a must-have because particle weapons are the strongest shield weapons. Ship weapons. This is a must-have. It's an absolute no-brainer there. And then last but not least, turrets. Turrets are the most busted thing about ship combat. This is something you should definitely invest in. Then we also have starship engineering. This is not a must. It will allow you to it'll give you some perks, some useful perks for sure, like quicker repair, also damage mitigation, right? It's up to you guys, right? And starship design will give you the experimental modules. Once again, this is not a must-have, but you should definitely spec into it if you can. Anyway, so that is the whole overview of the skill trees. Now we'll demonstrate the combat. Oh, sorry, one more thing before we leave. My build here has permanent slow time uptime, right? You can run slow time permanent. It will never run out. You just keep spamming it. By the time it runs out, it'll recharge again, and I'll showcase it in this combat video. Alright, now moving on to ground combat, I'll show you what this skill tree. Here's the thing, we are in a level 75 system playing on very hard difficulty on New Game Plus 10. Some of the enemies here can one-tap me, right? Even though I have the best armor in the game, you can still get one-tap. So we're currently on the planet of Archimedes, what is it, 6? Yeah. And with our abandoned weapons facility, right? So anyways, let's see what we can do. These guys will be lucky to land a hit on me because we have permanent time freeze uptime on this build. Okay, make our way down. Another enemy there, we'll just conveniently slow the time. This is the best skill out of all of them in terms of special abilities. It just makes the game so easy on any difficulty. Okay. You can see, this is why you don't need stealth. You can just like walk straight through the main door. Face roll them, and they can't do anything about it. There's nothing they can do. They'll stop you. If you don't want to cheese the game with the time freeze, you don't have to. It's completely optional, right? There's the boss there. And he doesn't stand a chance either. Same thing, you just walk up to him and just smack him in the face. Another drop there. Keep going. And you don't have to worry about closing the distance or using a sniper rifle or anything like that. I mean, you can if you want to. You're just hitting constant headshots if you were to use a sniper rifle. Level 64. This is really good for farming here as well. And this guy is bound to drop something really nice. At the very least, we're gonna get a mag weapon. Mag ship probably. Okay. You can just run circles around them. It just makes everything easy now. Anyways guys, that's the combat part covered. Now let's move into space and see what we can do in space battles. Alright guys, so next we're gonna test the combat capabilities of this ship. So, this is why it's important that you invest in Class C. This is by no means an optimized, or should I say meta ship, right? I like to experiment with my builds. So I'm running particle, ballistics, and lasers. If you want to go really OP, you just spam particle turrets and normal guns, right? But for this exercise here, I'm gonna use one of each. So you see here straight away, Class C ships, you can go max reactor there. which in turn will allow you to allocate points to any turrets or guns, and also not compromise on shields or engine, right? That's one thing, because as you know, you have finite resources, you can't just max out everything. And then the second thing is it also gives you access to Class C weapons, Class C shields, Class C engines, so on, so on, and so on, right? Which is the highest you can go in the game. If you're someone like me that likes to play in these, you know, end game systems, 75s and so on, on very hard difficulty, new game plus, it can get pretty challenging, right? So you definitely need it. And this is where you get the best gear anyway. So without further ado, let's see if we can find ourselves a battle here on board, which is level 75. We'll power up our grab drive here. Let's see how we go. Okay, are we gonna get thrown into combat straight away? Let's see. Nope, no combat there. Anything for us to find? Hostile activity, that's repair and go. Sensor contact, hostile activity. Alright. Not sure what we're going into, but we'll find out shortly. Whatever ships come at us, they're not going to be low levels, right? They're going to be the highest level the game can throw at us. Okay, so what do we have here? Level 18, Falcata, 32, Stiletto. There should definitely be more of them. Level 32. Okay. At 3000, our turrets can fire. We want to melt this guy as soon as possible before our shields go down. And also turrets allow you to maneuver and fire at the same time. Okay, that's one less we need to worry about here. Now we move on to kill the second one. Might lose some shields, which is fine. But we will survive, and that's not the most important thing. And now we move on to our last skill. And just like that, minimal effort, easy kills. And the game is not going to throw you anything more challenging than that. Perhaps without any spoilers, when you do the pirate quest, you might have to fight a lot of them at once, but there's nothing a Class C ship can handle, right? It's a walk in the park. As you can see, even with a mediocre ship here, I managed to clean them out quite easily. So that concludes the combat part. And the last section of this video will focus on the exploration piece, right? Having a good ship, you traverse quicker, and also you can participate in the most lucrative trade in Starfield, and that's space piracy. You can make an absolute killing being a space pirate. Absolute killing. Bounties are really low, you can just pay them off. But you can just go, steal, plunder, and then spend the money on whatever you want. So, and this is why it pays off to have a good ship. So, I'm just gonna melt the security ship first. And now we're gonna focus on the repair and go ship, which is a really good ship, high level, level 50 ship. We want to get behind it straight away, otherwise we get melted. Now we want to just lower our particle turrets a little bit so we don't kill the ship. And once we lock on, we're going to focus on the engines here. Okay, the engine's down. Once we get to 500 meters, we can board and we just dock them. So, why is space piracy good? Because you can steal and resell the ships for a lot of money, but also all of the ships usually have from 5 to 10,000 credits on them that you can steal among other resources. And you also get experience from killing everyone on board and stealing their stuff. So, let's see how quickly we can kill them. 0G is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. The worst part about 0G fights is the recoil. It's huge recoil. Okay. And also, for those that are not aware, you'll need to absolutely clear everyone before you can steal the ship. So we're just gonna make sure everybody's dead. Most of these guys appear to be low level, so this shouldn't really be much of a challenge. But even on New Game Plus 10, very hard difficulty, they can do some damage. Anyone else left here? Alright, so we got 2 more to go. Full heal just in case. So the beauty of this build is no matter how good or bad you are at the game, if you're someone that plays casually, it's just God mode, right? You'll dominate absolutely everything. You'll hit headshots for fun. It's a no-brainer build. It will just dominate anything and everything. It's that easy. Okay. Go back here, get those last 2 people. Here. Go back up. Okay.
He's over here.
One's there. And then the last guy is up at the top. Okay, that's it. Now we collect our spoils and see what sort of ship we got ourselves. So the loot is usually randomly generated, but you can but you can. There we go, 1,500. Another 2,000 there, plus other stuff, right? And then you also have this ship here. Let's see what this is valued at. And this will be valued at least like 300,000. Yeah, 394,000. So and it's got like meta particle guns on it too. So there you go, guys. It's really lucrative to be a space pirate. This build allows you to play as whatever you want to play as. Time phase is busted. Having good weapon skills will allow you to dominate combat, and then having a good ship will allow you to dominate space combat. And you'll be able to clear any content without giving you any grief. As always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.